welcome to Jerry Bear Reacts. Today, we're going to react to Season 3, Episode 3, aka the 3 for 3 of Outer Banks, entitled Fathers and Sons. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. Links will be in the description box down below for the Patreon, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. All 23 episodes. If you're watching this currently this moment over there on Patreon, if you want to support that way. If not, everything is here on YouTube for free. Last episode really felt like it was building towards a very powerful, emotional moment, and then it just cuts it right off. Could have had a really amazing, like, closing part right there, and it just fell flat a little bit. Otherwise, it was a great episode. I liked it way better than the first one. We still know that El Dorado's on the cusp. There's more gold out there. Maybe Big John's also looking for El Dorado. Maybe, just a guess. Everybody was all together except for Key. They rescue Key, and everybody's all together except for John B., who's trying to get to his father. This episode being called Fathers and Sons. I imagine maybe we'll get some Hayward stuff. Maybe they get back to the main island, Pope and his dad. JJ's dad went off. Rafe and Ward could reconnect in some manner. And then obviously the big one, which is John B. and Big John. And that's, I don't know. They have to really get me back after the way they ended his last episode. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put Jerry behind the scenes. Let's get into Season 3, Episode 3, Fathers and Sons.
My mother left when I was 3.
See? Right there, Episode 3. All the threes connecting.
Hey, John B. Hey, buddy.
For the whole time growing up, it was just me and my pops.
Big John had aged a day.
Wasn't overprotective at all. Like any family. There are moments.
No, you're not being honest.
Dad, we're not selling the Twinkie.
Yes, we are.
No, you are the worst dad ever.
Now, look, we can sell it now.
No,
I'll buy you a
dude.
brand new van the second I get the merchant gold. Hey, don't get in that van, boy. Hey, you get in that van, you don't come back, boy. You don't come back. You hear me? You hear me, John B? Don't you come back.
That was the last time I saw him.
That's a rough...
It's one thing to lose a father.
Yeah.
It's another thing to never get to say goodbye.
That's a rough final outing. The whole "you're the worst dad ever" thing, that's just shit younger people say sometimes. Like, you're the worst parent. Can't believe you would let me have an extra donut. You're the worst. You know, in that situation, he was putting all his chips in one basket, all of his eggs in one basket, all the chips on the table. That's a rough final outing. He's crouched right there behind them steps. You didn't even say nothing right there. That was dubbed in. Stand up, goof nut. Drop the hammer. Why are you being so weird, bro? Just go. What are you doing? Run! Like, I would sprint in that direction.
Dad. Is it really you?
What took you so long, Bert? I've been ringing for hours.
Embrace should have happened at the end of the last episode. I know I didn't make this show. This moment right here should have ripped my heart out. Should have just ripped it. This should have been the most emotional moment in the show by a landslide. I was the one that was making this episode, sobbing nationwide. It's like it's there. I feel it. I feel the little tears. I feel them dripping a little bit. but it's not. You got to let that moment breathe. You got to have those two see each other and embrace. You got to have that emotion pour out. Mm. Mm. I'd give anything in the world to have that moment right there that John B just had. Mm. This moment should happen at the end of the last episode. The build up and everything was perfect for it, and then they just bloop. Also, it would have been a lot better if, and I know shows are written and they add stuff like, oh, this would be really cool, but when you put layers in the stories to help build over seasons, if they would have put the Bell thing right into the first season and had that something in like 1 or 2 episodes a season so far. So maybe in episode 1, it's explained. Maybe John B has a moment and he hears a bell and he stops and he thinks it's his dad. Boom. It's not, but he hears the bell. It triggers something in him. Tells a story about what that is in that season. Now we understand. Now it happens. Season 2, maybe somebody else does it. Maybe Pope's dad, Mr. Hayward, or maybe somebody else is ringing a bell that's integral to the story. Boom, gets his attention again. Runs to it, just sees it's somebody else. Maybe even a random person. Now you have it built up twice. Now in the 3rd season, you finally get the payoff. At the end of season 2, I'm not showing Big John. I've already established that bell has been rang, and this is what it's tied to. Come on home, John B. You can have him. I wouldn't even have him tell the story again in season 3. You have to watch the whole show. So in season 1, you know that's what brought him home. Maybe you can hear an echo of the voice in season 2 while it's ringing, and he rushes towards it. And then, right here in season 3, you never see Big John whatsoever. You ring that bell, and he hears it, and he wants to go to it. You've already been led astray twice as an audience of him going to the bell. You know why it rings. You know what it does to him, but nobody's been there important to him. And then finally, I would just have him walk. I would never even show Big John swinging the hammer. I would just have him walking into the church, and as he opens the door, boom, his father's there. They embrace, bing, bam, bob. You can add some other shit in it to make it more suspenseful, but this should have been the most emotional moment of the show by a landslide.
Ain't going that way. The post. Marina, they've got to go. Come on, follow me. Boy, come on. It's good to see you, kid. Yeah, you too, Pop. Come on, hurry up.
It's good to see you, kid. Yeah, you too, Pop. Thought you did. Go down, go and get back on here, Brent. Ah, brother. Outer Banks.
We turning back around, or are we gonna keep going? Sarah, come on.
Y'all gotta go get John
Sarah, we
B.
need to make a
He
decision.
said go.
Well, hold on, let's
Go.
Sarah.
Go.
We'll get there. Y'all go. Hey, meet him there. Just meet him. I'd probably still go back and try to get him, though.
She helped me out. A little bit. It's logistics, etc. But now that I found you, I'm gonna owe her something. Better to pay later than now. I can explain it all. Focused. We gotta go.
I mean, they're having these nice little moments, but I just don't feel like, I don't know, it feels weird. Guadalupe?
Where are we?
We're in Guadalupe. We're safe.
I just said Guadalupe, didn't I? Like a white man.
Like some of the best, like custom jewelry on the island.
I'd be like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm all right. I don't know you. I ain't never been here before. Yeah, just right back through here. No big deal. Just gonna kidnap you away from your wife real quick. Man, done jumped that brother and everything. He's a real piece of work.
Plant, grab, disarm, straight into the jugular. Finish her off like, yeah.
And yet, JJ usually is the one getting his ass whipped, but that's
One by
okay,
one.
though. One by one. Look how close y'all are.
Feed them all.
Yeah. As a unit.
You know, whatever happens, we're gonna handle it together.
We always do.
Key.
He's just looking at your lips.
Hey.
Just wanted to let you guys know that we should probably stop for gas.
Is there a gas station
Pope,
in the ocean?
Yeah.
Pope. Hey, Pope.
This is why they got the no pogues macking on pogues thing, man, because of shit like this.
Your partner who saved your life?
If you knew what happened with my last partner, you wouldn't hold it against me. And I knew you'd buck at the finish line. Just give me the piece.
Exposition, exposition.
It's not robbery. The piece is mine. Ain't that right, RJ?
I think an impartial judge would say the ownership is debatable.
Oh, great.
As you can see, I kept my part of the bargain, partner. Here it is. Safe and sound, just like I promised.
I miss seeing you.
Was this Raiders of the Lost Ark? What you got? Is that a piece of the fucking Mayan calendar? What do we got going on?
Look at this. The signposts of Orinoco.
Ah, I see the little, yeah, the shit now.
Signpost of what?
This way lies the treasure. That's
Ori Cory, that little
I think
bird
that's what it
Pokemon.
says. Next stop, El Dorado.
Did they get the piece?
Help me up. Help your old man. Help me.
Did you hand the piece through the thing?
Where's the piece?
No, you goof asses. Pull his ass. Arjun's a real one though for just being like, hey, I ain't seen shit.
They went through the alley. We gotta go.
Terrible shots all around. Y'all had to jump on him and you missed 3 shots. They were kind of deep. I'll let that slide, X. They got a big ass pink building. Big John don't have the best legs, but you can tell by the way he runs.
No, what about that? You know, because I know where they live. And I have friends everywhere, you know.
Carlos said, I'm gonna play the long game, bro. I know where y'all live. I know where you put your head at night. St. Kitts. Whole kit caboodle.
To be weird between us, okay?
So things aren't weird.
Oh, things aren't weird right now.
Nah, things aren't weird.
Well, then who's lying right now?
Of course, Pope still feels a little something something, but at the end of the day, like him and Key kind of like buried that shit, so.
They found me. Yeah, at first I thought I was being rescued. Now, it turns out it was less of a rescue mission, more of a captivity type deal, yeah. I didn't go without a fight.
He beat that man with a fucking stone.
There's one of his men behind, as I'm sure you heard. Next thing I know, I'm being shipped off to Barbados.
So that's how they planned it, bringing him in, having an old switcheroo with the old boy with the glasses and the brap, brap, brap. Okay.
Long before I caught on to the game. So as soon as I got a chance, I took it. I got roughed up by Singh's men, but I made it out. And not empty-handed.
So you're trying to tell me that this man assaulted the leader of this place with a hammer and said, I got roughed up, but I made it out. You beat them all up and ran away. They were all armed guards. You didn't get, they didn't kill you? I ain't believing it. That's not, I can't buy into it, bro.
Hey, hold it there, girl. What you going to say this bike here, sis? Excuse me. What you going to say this bike?
Yo, man, you trying to sell my man bad mangoes?
This mangoes was just picked, man.
Man, you know that got the blight on it. I've been picking mangoes since I was a youth, and you know that's gonna kill my man. You eat this mango, he eats you. You end up like a sick hamster, running your back, dirt on a t-shirt.
Not my man slipping into a whole accent, trying to play it off like a local. Why is she already left yet, though?
Can't believe you think I sound like that.
Can't believe you think I saw. I can't do the accent.
Where do you think you're going? Hey, you, come out here.
You know, I don't know what's worse. The stick hamster or that accent?
You cannot be serious.
His accent wasn't that bad. Hey, bro, it's just a couple cans of soup is what it looked like. Nothing too crazy. They stole about $4.85 worth of shit from a Dollar General.
I mean, do you see me with my face all along? Thinking about someone who's not thinking about me?
Losing sleep over people who ain't losing sleep over you.
You and
Don't
me
do
have
it,
the
Poe.
same problem. Tried love once and didn't work out.
Y'all should try love
We
together.
should start a club.
Yeah.
Call it the No Love Club.
No love
The
club.
No Love Club.
That's so corny.
Oh, come on. Think about it.
Cold turkey from all obsessive thoughts, huh? Let's do it. No love club.
The No Love Club. Y'all got a pinky promise.
Guess we gotta come up with a handshake, right?
That's right.
Yep.
I'll show you.
End it in a smooch. Yep. Yep. Front, back.
Love.
Yeah.
Break it.
No chance.
chance.
Then you gotta rock away with it.
Work away.
Teach you some rhythm.
Okay.
There
I
you
like
go.
it.
There you go. You got some rhythm. There's hope for you after all.
I like it.
I feel like you have to break the heart open at the end of that, right? That'd make the most sense. Boy, I know Kiera's ass ain't about to get jealous over that shit. You know, Sarah's bummed out because John B ain't there, thinking about all the different things going on, that he may have found his dad, this, that, and the other. But Kiera looking back like she was jealous of Pope having that interaction there with Cleo. You better fucking get over it. Go over and talk to JJ.
Oh, look at that beauty. There she glows.
Holy shit.
Man, that'd be a really
It's amazing.
fucking cool moment
There
to
it is. It's a sign, Bird.
witness with your pops. Out,
Verified.
out on the water like that. The little drink together. Shit. That's peak.
You should sell the businesses, sell the rental properties. You just sell Tanny Hill.
We're selling Tanny Hill. Is that what you said?
Says selling that shit, brother.
Yeah. Why? What are you talking about?
It's not our home anymore. This is our home now.
For some peeps with no money, y'all got a nice ass crib.
Clean slate. It's a new beginning. New path, and I need you to take a bigger role. All right?
You know what? I'm not even upset at Ward for even mentioning that. Like, let's sell all this shit. This is where we live now. We ain't got nothing there. We have a chance at a fresh, you know, clean slate, like you said. Take that opportunity.
Can I count on you for that? Stand out here and get bit by mosquitoes this whole damn time? You want to go inside?
I'm about to say, you know, it's all hot and sticky, and they have to have mosquitoes. This man's out here in pants, bro. Like, how are you not just miserable?
I shouldn't have said that.
You're not the worst father ever.
Nah, JJ's dad is. Also, just take a second to the fact that all the scenes between Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch in the MCU, they never once seized the moment to have the no shit Sherlock ever. Terrible.
Colorado is shot. I know you know. Hey, Johnny! This is not the end, John. I'll see you in hell.
This is your fault. You did this.
Okay, my man's out here having a fucking... I was about to say, dude pulled up by himself in street clothes. Man's having a fever dream. Hey, wake up, son.
Hey.
You having a dream within a dream?
Sarah? Wait, you couldn't hear anything?
No, just that we should come back to OBX, but that's it.
Yeah, look to your left.
So you don't know?
No, what?
Sarah. He's alive. My dad's alive. And he's here right now. Look.
He ain't gonna be in the bed. Ooh, where'd he go?
No, he was just right there.
That makes it more interesting, though. Because my whole thought process there towards the end is like, they'll show up and maybe his dad will kind of bounce. So either he actually bounced or John B is hallucinating shit. But I mean, they had shots. They were out on the back of the boat. And the whole thing, like, it wouldn't be a hallucination if they showed Limbri having conversations with him. If they didn't show Limbri and he would have showed up, you could almost pin it on being hallucination. But he's went somewhere. This one was fine. This episode should have been more emotional than it was. Big John and John B pick up where they left off, for better or for worse. Cleo and Pope form a new club, and Rafe reconnects with Ward. So yeah, fathers and sons. It just should have been a little more emotional than it was. I mean, this is the reunion that we didn't think we would get. So why isn't there more emphasis on different things? You know, why isn't there more emphasis on their relationship rekindling? I don't know. It just seems like they're just back and everything's hunky-dory. It should be a whole emotional thing. I don't even know how to explain it. The whole thing I said with, you know, if you showed the bells in the first season and like explained it then, in the second season have a callback to it, and in the third season have that payoff, it would have been just incredible. But this, and even with having the scene with Carlos talking to Arjun, saying John B was here with an older gentleman, now you know that it's not anything it's like he's hallucinating. But if it ends up being the case that he is, that's kind of redundant. I don't think he is. I just think his dad probably went out to get something, and now at the moment Sarah thinks he's just tripping until probably the next episode, or maybe even the episode after. I would spend a whole episode. I wouldn't put Big John in the next episode at all. I would have it just be straight up. They go a whole episode, friends all get back together, and he's like trying to get in contact with his dad, but he can't find his dad, this, that, and the other. And have his friends think that he's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Last episode was still the better one of the season. I can't put enough emphasis that this should have been the most emotional episode of this entire show. But they are on the hunt for El Dorado, so they got to get that copy of the diary. I think his dad probably just went down to the police station, right, to go check for the Twinkie. I think he did that. But them dropping Sarah off is also weird. Because, like, why wouldn't you all go investigate? Where are they going? I think I also would have saved this title episode for them all coming back home to get fathers and sons, so we can get Pope and his dad as well kind of having a reconnecting moment. I would like to see that. But neither here nor there. I'm with Ward on the fact they should go sell all their shit, start a new life. You can tell Rafe doesn't want that. We get Wheezy for just a fraction of a second, just a close-up shot on her. A lot of weird editing, a lot of weird dubs with their voices and stuff. You can see it's not matching their mouth, and when it was dubbed over, whatever the audio was originally. Pope and Cleo forming a thing. Key has no business to be jealous at this point. She can move on with JJ and be happy, but Pope and Key forming that connection is very nice. Getting some more background on Cleo, more than welcome. And now that she's like a mainstay of this. And then, yeah, I imagine the next episode they'll just go get the diary and get closer to El Dorado. I don't know if I don't know where that's going to go. I don't know how it's going to play out. We'll see how big of a threat Carlos Singh is as this all continues on. But Season 3, Episode 3 is entitled Fathers and Sons. Season 3, Episode 4 is entitled The Diary. So hopefully we deal with the diary in the next episode. But I'll see y'all there. As always, links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.